Tyson and Oleksandr?
I thought it was, I thought it was a great fight. I was on the fence of things. I didn't know who was going to win. I always think is what dog bring what bite to the fight, and Alexander bite was bigger than his, and I think he got robbed in the ninth round of a knockout for sure. Gifts was given. But at the end of the day, he won, and big congratulations to him, and I wish him nothing but the best moving forward.
You heard it. Gifts, gifts, gifts. Tyson Fury received a gift. Tyson Fury should have been stopped in that faithful round. I believe it was round 9 versus Oleksandr Usyk. These are the sentiments of former WBC champion Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. To this day, Tyson Fury should have been stopped. Now, I got to toot my own horn. Best in the business, and it's not even close. Subscribe. I find it very funny, beloved, that the stuff that I continue to say on my channel continues to hold weight. You got a pro fighter who's been in the ring with Tyson Fury, and he's giving his honest opinion, and he's saying Tyson Fury was given a gift. He did not show any malice or hate or bias. He even congratulated Oleksandr Usyk. Now, the reason why this is important, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. The reason this is important to note is because there's a lot of people that don't move like that. A lot of people that don't move with integrity like Deontay Wilder is doing, where they'll find every reason under the sun to hate when they are wrong, right? Or if there's a underlying hidden agenda. Like, for example, Deontay Wilder fought Fury 3 times, and the first was a draw, and then he lost the second by stoppage. He lost the third by stoppage. So he's 2 out of 3. His best of 3. Tyson Fury bested him, and he doesn't have an official win. An official. So I know some people, when you look at the first fight or even the third fight, these knockdowns were long counts, which we'll get to. Stay tuned to the end of this video. But on paper, that's the record. Best of 3. Tyson won best of 3. So if Wilder didn't have a pure heart, he could have easily said, oh, that was fake, or because I've seen it the other way, where a guy who shared the ring with guy A has shared the ring with guy B. So he'll just be on guy B's jock because it's a mutual opponent. So that person, because they feel like it'll make them look better, like, hey, I lost to this guy, or hey, I beat this guy. So they'll say only pleasantries about the guy that they've been in the ring with. That's not what Wilder's doing. He's being very open, very candid. And he could have, if he wanted to, if he was a hater, he could have hated on Usyk, who fought Fury once and was able to beat him and almost stopped him. And he congratulated him. He said, fair play to Usyk, basically. Good job. He did his thing. And he's saying Tyson Fury got gifts, gifts, gifts. And this is exactly what I said. Tyson Fury was lucky to make it out of that 9th round. He was looking like he was on a cruise ship, heavily intoxicated. He was swaying to and fro, and Usyk was beating him down, like literally beating the brakes off of him. The referee, some people, they try to argue with me like, oh, it's a title fight. And man, you got to worry about title fight. None of that matters if a fighter loses their life in the ring or sustains permanent damage. So when someone is unable to defend themselves, you're supposed to make the executive decision. They even depicted this in Rocky IV, where the guy was like, throw the dang towel, right? And Rocky didn't throw it in time. Meanwhile, Drago ends up killing Apollo. Boxing is not for play. You got to protect, these guys are warriors that lace them up. You got to protect the fighter from themselves. So I'm happy that Wilder has corroborated what I've already told you on the channel, that Tyson Fury was lucky to get out the 9th round. And it's almost laughable that Bob Arum and Tyson Fury then went on rants saying that Usyk really lost and Tyson Fury won by this many rounds and all these types of things, when the whole world see Tyson Fury, a much bigger 6'9" guy, get mopped up by a cruiserweight and almost out of there. And truthfully, the fight should have been stopped when he bounced 5 different times on the rings and the ropes are keeping him up and he's completely defenseless. But like I said, and Wilder probably notices this too, how come Tyson Fury always seems to get all benefits of the doubt? Where he tests positive for nandrolone, he's given the benefit of the doubt. He is really stopped by Wilder in the first fight. Jack Reese gives him the benefit of the doubt and says, oh, maybe he'll be able to survive this, despite being completely put unconscious by Deontay Wilder. Wilder third fight, another long count with a different referee. Usyk fight, you seen the clip at the beginning. He's getting battered and pushed around by a cruiserweight, a guy he called a middleweight, and yet again, the fans are trying to champion Tyson Fury and say stuff like, oh, it's a title fight, you don't want to stop it, as if they knew that Fury was going to somehow be able to survive when it was looking ugly for him. That's not how it should be, because put it this way, and this is the best way, because so many people are emotional in this sport of boxing. The best way I can tell you to analyze what I'm saying is pretend you turn on ESPN and the trunks, the name on the trunks were very blurry, or in the, like, let's say it was in some different language or something that you didn't understand. Like, let's say it was in Arabic and you were watching the same fight, Usyk and Fury, but you couldn't read the names. You knew nothing about either fighter and you were watching it. You would say, throw the towel in or stop this fight, stop this fight. So we can't break and bend the rules because we think, oh, this is a good fight. And hey, Tyson Fury showed a propensity to get up when he's hurt in the Wilder fight. You shouldn't even be thinking about the Wilder fight because the Wilder fights took a lot out of Tyson Fury. Your job is to officiate Usyk versus Fury and what's happening in that fight, not recalling and recollecting a whole completely different fight and making split-second decision. This could be someone's life we're talking about. Your decision making needs to be on point. You don't really have time to think about that. So I think the ref blew the call. Fury, just like Wilder is saying, should have been stopped. It should have been a stoppage win from Southpaw Usyk, but at least the right person won. And I'm so glad that Wilder said this. He kept it real, and Fury literally got stopped that day, in my opinion. Similar to like the Devin Haney-Ryan Garcia fight, and I used that example before. Those fights should have been stopped based on the action in the fight, period.